Yeah.
Um,
My.
I only get a spell when I level up, but the spell I get, basically is a no save initially. It makes the target dance, and then they make a save on their next turn. So, they can't move. They spend their action dancing.
Okay.
So I think they have disadvantage on. Let me just check the spell again.
Hello.
Hello, sheep.
Hey, shape.
So let's see. Target is unable to leave its space and uses all its movement to continue the dance. Disadvantage on dex saves and attacks. Other creatures have advantage against the target. The target can use its action to make a wisdom save, ending the spell on a pass. So.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, there's no save initially, so it's just affected. If it's immune to being charmed, yeah, but
What is it? A
not
5th
many.
level spell.
It's a 6th level enchant, so
6th level.
yeah. So I get
Interesting.
6th level, 6th level spell, next level.
Level 11.
Level
Hello?
11, yeah.
Wow.
Hello.
Hey, Manica. Get 6th level spell at level 11. That's
Yes, I do.
really wow.
Also,
Yeah.
that's true.
Man, you were
That's a
so
warlock.
shocked that I had to double check, but yeah, I do.
I don't think I do.
Even the Warlock gets a 6th level spell.
Yeah,
Level
I mean,
11?
yeah.
I
I thought he
don't.
was stuck on 5th forever.
No, I don't.
My normal spell slots are stuck on 5th level, but I get once per day slots.
Oh,
Ooh, that's nice.
So I basically
I
get
do.
one 6th level spell that I can cast once per day, one
wasn't that
7th
what you
level,
wanted?
one 8th, and one 9th.
Hang on.
Oh, so you can't use them for whatever you have to pick. No.
I'm
Yeah.
so
Weird.
confused. Sorry, hang on. What? So I do get a 6th level spell, but what I'm really confused about is that normally when I get the next tier of spells, I get the the discipline spells, but I guess they're finished.
You
Yeah,
get the
I
domain
think-
stuff.
I think
Yeah.
6th level spells and upwards work slightly differently.
No, the cleric, the life domain spells you get first, third, fifth, seventh, and ninth. So you skip this one. So
Oh.
your next 7th level spell you'll get Guardian Fate and Death Ward.
Oh my god, that means I've got heal. Heal
Heal.
is the 6th level spell.
You can finally heal people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
What is here? Like a pure single target massive heal?
it's choose a creature that you can see within range. Heal 70 hit points.
What? Jesus.
That's
it's
like
basically an opposite of disintegrate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the spell also ends blindness, deafness, and any diseases affecting the target. The spell has no effect on constructs or undead. So it's
I don't know if-
literally just
yeah.
I heal you for your entire hit point pool.
Wow. That's very nice.
And clear you of all diseases and like conditions, or
Yeah.
near enough all conditions, and have a nice day.
Yeah.
So how often do I get to cast 6th level spells? Once a day.
Once a day, yeah. It's
Yeah. Pretty much every caster starting at 6th level only get one of those per day.
What
Yeah.
spells can you pick from 6th level? Because the only two I can see for bars that are useful are Eye Bite and Auto's Irresistible Dance.
Yeah,
So I don't-
the I guess there's a couple. Arcane Gate, which is not really what I want to spend my spell slots on.
Yeah.
Conjure Fey is potentially good, but I don't want to bother with summons.
Is there a chance they break free of that, or is that a 100% okay?
Yeah, well, first of all, yes, it will become hostile if I lose concentration. And
Great.
2, I don't want to bother with summons.
Yeah.
Same with Create Undead, I don't want to bother with that.
Yeah.
That would just be terrible.
6th level spells are incredible for me. Like, Word of Recall. I can instantly
Classic.
teleport us back. True
Absolute
Seeing.
classic.
Planar Ally.
It's useful. Mhm.
Hero's Feast.
Yes.
Harm.
Oh,
Forbiddance.
Yeah, almost a harm.
Yeah.
Man, I get so many good stuff at level 6. But Heal is my default pick.
I have 4 reasonable options. There's Mass Suggestion, which, considering I haven't really been able to use normal suggestion at all, really. I don't
Yeah.
think I could make that work.
I think I can with my lyre. Maybe I should take that. I don't know.
Flash to Stone is a pretty massive and mean single target
Oh,
debuff,
yeah.
but I think I'm good on those. And it's another
But like banish.
yeah,
Just like,
it's,
okay,
it's
yeah,
just it doesn't do anything that I can't already do. Eye Bite I can also pick, but it's just I don't know, I want something beefy and not something that does a little bit each turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if they save against me, then I can't actually use the spell against them again.
To be
Yeah.
fair, your save DC is
It's high.
Ludicrous.
Yeah.
it's not a lot that manages to save against.
No.
But it won't increase, so from here on out it's a downward slope.
Well, I mean, still, what was it, DC 18 or whatever you
Yeah.
have?
Yeah. That's the highest. That's the highest DC. I can't even get there.
Yeah, I don't
That's
think
high.
anything.
Well, no,
Like-
it will go up cheap. Your proficiency will go up one more. At
Oh yeah,
13.
proficiency goes up, that's
So
true.
it'd be 19 at 13, level 13.
So
I don't even know if we're gonna get there, but
What are you getting, Sheep? You're getting level 5 spell?
Level
no,
six.
what, 6?
I'm
Level 6. We get level
getting
6 spells.
Yeah, I'm getting new level 5 spells as well, and I'm getting 3 spell slot special rest.
Jesus, you get so much.
Yeah, I get,
Oh, you-
I get a
you
lot.
become
I need a
awesome.
lot, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah,
do.
yeah.
God.
I'm gonna
Oh,
import heals macro now, just so I don't have to go hunting for it later.
sure.
Because
For my 6th level spell, unless someone can convince me otherwise, I'm probably picking Circle of Death.
Sure. Go ahead. I don't know what that
Because
does.
yeah,
It's a fireball, except it's a 60-foot radius.
Yeah, take it. Is it friendly?
Yeah.
What?
Friendly
Fucking
circle of death.
Take it.
yeah, 60-foot
Yeah.
radius that doesn't
It doesn't
target.
harm allies.
Yeah,
Yes.
it does target allies.
Oh,
definitely.
that's what he
It
meant by
hits
friendly,
friendlies.
dude.
No, it hits friendlies.
No.
Then it's
I
not
meant
friendly.
as in, you know, doesn't hurt us, but that's fine. At least you can aim it probably better.
Just
I mean,
Wait, no.
60 feet.
Yeah.
No, you just pick an
Well,
area.
That doesn't say you can just aim up into the air. It's a sphere, right? So if you aim up 30 feet, it's only a 30 feet radius on the ground. So if there's 30 feet of space above you. So.
No, if I were a DM, which I am occasionally,
yeah,
and someone
no.
tried to do that, I would make them do trigonometry to calculate how high they have to shoot it.
I was half joking when I said that. It's a nightmare.
I understand there's a feat called geometric
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
spellcasting. That's if the player can do actual random mathematics during their combat turn, then they can get bonuses for it.
Oh, really? I want to take that.
Yeah, that was a
It's a
feat.
Pathfinder, I think.
That sounds great.
If they do like an equation, a generated equation from dice rolls, then
Yeah.
they get bonuses. You're like, nobody wants to wait for you to do that.
Yeah,
no,
true.
like
Like
everyone,
nobody.
everyone took a look at the collective and said no. It's just,
Like
I mean, there
you
needs to be a
could do
time
that,
limit.
but no one's gonna wait for you. I'm just gonna skip you. No, there's no time. There's just if you can do it,
Oh, that's stupid
then
then.
there you go.
It
So
needs to be
basically,
like a
you
minute
just
or
take a lot of time and then kill things easier.
No.
And people get annoyed because
Is
how,
dark
Circle of
coming?
Death is pretty good.
how about
Should be.
uh,
He didn't say he was going to be missing this week.
Circle of Death. There's a material component of worth 500 gold pieces on it.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's not consumed.
Oh, so you just need to
That
pay.
used to be called a focus, didn't it?
Yeah, but if you look at Revivify, for example, which definitely consumes something, it
Yeah.
says diamonds worth 300 GP, which the spell consumes.
Yeah, if it doesn't say
Death doesn't
consumes
say
it,
that.
then
It's very expensive for.
Yeah, 500 gold a cast? No.
no.
That's raised dead sort of money there.
What is?
The late game money sink. Circle of Death, 500 gold fireball.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I actually didn't look at Xanathars. That's a good point.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
The
that-
only
oh,
ones.
yeah.
Xanathar
that's
is
good.
already
Perhaps-
added.
Perhaps we can look at that
Later.
Later.
all that said, eye bite is not bad. It's not flashy.
Yeah, I want something flashy though.
I don't know. Well, these two are more flashy, I think.
Mental Prison is pretty good.
Yes.
Bite your eye.
What's this all about?
Next level.
Next level if
We'll
we get
talk
it.
about what they get.
We didn't just level up and I didn't know, did we?
No,
No,
we
no,
didn't.
no.
If we
It's
get a
more
long
than
rest,
likely.
we possibly might.
It's gonna be a while.
If we get a long rest, we're more than likely going to level up, I think.
But where we are right now, long rests are not
7
easy
Yeah.
to do. So
sessions.
But we're talking about it because 6th level spells
It's
and
too
yay.
bad you won't get level 7 ship because there's a spell in Xanathars called Crown of Stars.
I
Which is,
do
think
get
should be-
7th level.
We do get
Oh,
7th
okay.
level.
we do. Yeah.
At 15,
Well then.
14?
We'll
13.
see how long you guys take about killing things.
Yeah.
We just got to get to
Stars.
13, right?
Oh no, that sounds like a Gesh spell to me.
Yeah, thank you for poking me, Halldamir. I had lost track of time.
That's okay.
I don't know. I don't see Gesh as being like a man of mad with power. It's more like this stuff would be more like a snake tongue that makes everyone agree with his opinion.
That's all just its normal tongue.
Yeah, everyone agrees with him all the time.
Well,
He tries.
I don't
Well,
know
he is
about
pretty
that.
good at it. So. Just gotta have some way to use those skills on hostile creatures. Then
Yeah.
there you go.
Alright.
Talk to slime. You know.
So level 11 isn't actually too bad. I get health, heal, and CR2 destroy dead undead, so that's not bad.
My next level was very fun. Because
Uh,
I can have a way to do reliably by myself, doing more than one sneak attack per turn.
okay. I'm ready when... I think... Should... we have, like, a thing, right?
What? Well, who?
We have, like,
You want to do something?
Oh, I would really like to play Out of the Abyss, if that's okay with you, Manikai.
We'll see.
Yeah? Okay.
Dark, isn't sneak attack generally limited to once per turn?
Yes, but it's once per character's turn, which means if I have ways of triggering attacks on turns that are not my own.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
correct.
So say if you had a opportunity attack and you had sneak attack, you could do it if it was someone else's turn.
Basically, if it wasn't your turn.
Or
Yeah.
if you say have a War Master fighter with you, he can trigger it as well by giving you an additional attack on his turn.
Alright.
Which is actually a similar method I've got, except in my case, it's essentially I'm going to have the ability that when someone misses me, I can choose to attack them for free.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, you're taking Battlemaster?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Riposte. Yay. Oh, you can sneak attack on that too if you. Oh yeah, that's great.
Everyone
That's
likes a
all I
Battle Master.
Very well done. Yes. So recap, I guess.
Yes.
Did last week, so.
I don't know what happened. I wasn't here, so.
Normally, if I plan on doing a recap, I go and look at the video that I uploaded. So,
mean,
don't mind me
that's-
while I delay.
I mean, last session was a bit of a reordin session, I feel.
Yeah, but I did
We
recap.
did do
last
the
week.
recap last week.
It was a reorder session last 2 sessions, and I recapped last week too.
I think it
so
was only reordered because
I talked to
Sheep
someone for
couldn't-
20 minutes.
Yeah, Sheep couldn't speak.
I shall do the recap.
Okay.
Good.
I was like halfway through the video, but yeah, sure.
So, last time on Out of the Abyss, the party decided to visit our friendly beholder tyrant, and he said that, well, to gain an audience with him, we had to sacrifice many magical things, which we did. Lots of like magical knickknacks and other things of the party was offered up to the tyrant, and we paid quite handsomely to do him a favor, which, you know, I don't think is very fair, and maybe we'll kill him in the end and take our stuff back, who can say. But the beholder said that yes, he was aware of everything because he's awesome, and that there is a something he can do for us. Certainly, he can give us the center eye of a beholder. He at least indicated. But first, we would have to bring him something called the Maze Engine, which is a horrible, reality-altering, like artifact that is hidden in the middle of the labyrinth. In fact, the Maze Engine created the labyrinth by trying to reorganize the Underdark around it. It is a thing that can reshape the world, and the Beholder wants to use it to basically kick all the demons out of the Underdark, and also presumably remake the world in his image. So giving Maze Engine to the Beholder seems like the worst idea possible, but we sort of argued that that might be for future generations to handle, not for us. We have to handle this threat, and maybe someone else can kill the Beholder in 200 years or whatever. And so we set off into the labyrinth, and we went to the first outpost of the labyrinth, which was the place of a mad mage. It was like a refuse dump of escaped slaves and drow that no one wanted. And this mad mage seemingly ruled over them and protected them in a way, I suppose. So we went to his place and looked around, but turns out there was no one there. The mage had taken his tower and disappeared, and was only mad, blood-gorging death cultists worshipping one of the demon lords, which we killed. And, well, deciding that we couldn't stay here, we needed to move deeper into the labyrinth. And leading us was the servant of the beholder who had come with us to find us the way. He can apparently never be lost, which is why we can make it into the labyrinth to, in the first place, because he can always find his way back. And yeah, so we're poking down here. We're trying to find the gallery of angels to get the feathers. There is Jinogu, the Null demon lord down here, and also Baphomet, the demon lord of slaughter and minotaurs, I think. And so we have pressed forward. It is pretty bad. We had a huge running with gnolls, and they were mean, really, really bad. Some of them had like a super flail that wrecked us when it hit, so we spent a lot of resources bursting them down very quickly to try to just end it. I think Liam did 200 and something damage in one turn, thanks to paralysis and action surge, and it was quite glorious. Yeah, I think that's sort of it.
There was also a Knoll who...
Oh yes,
Pacifist Knoll.
there's a pacifist philosopher Noel who wanted to join us because he needs to end the fighting to make a better world.
You can only speak Abyssal and no, which I knew Abyssal, so I can
Yeah.
talk to you.
So Riordan talked about world peace in Abyssal with a Noel.
You also forgot about the most important development that happened. Was that we encountered a group of flumps and helped
Oh,
them.
right, yeah.
It was a group of
Jesus.
flumps that
It was Indian
descended from
session,
above
so-
and was like, greetings, we have detected a huge, like an undead lich mind flayer who's trying to recover all the bodies and bring it back to Orcus, and that'll be bad. Could you please help him? And we were like, yes, of course, we will always help a flump.
And they were like, oh, but we wouldn't presume that
Yeah, wouldn't
would
presume,
do
but
this.
it would be very off. Would be ever so nice, and we did it. We helped up the flumps, and they thanked us and floated away. So we've done a good deed. And Gesh ends concentration.
Oh yeah.
So stop listening to me.
Yeah. You're currently being led by the Knoll you joined forces with, by the name of Kerr, who is taking you to the entrance to the maze, which is sort of the thing that is at the center of the labyrinth. The labyrinth mainly being mining tunnels dug by ancient dwarves, while the maze was sort of the thing they dug too deep and found. Dwarves always got to dig. They dig deep until they find something bad. In this case, it was the maze, which sort of made these tunnels haunted. And now there's demons in them too, so they're full of blood and just terrible stuff. Everywhere you go, it's been so long now that everywhere you go, there's signs of battle down here. Just like bones that are torn apart, like the black spots of dried blood or fresh blood for that matter, like just sprayed on a wall or something. The tunnels have certainly lost much of their sort of worked and hewn look as they have been transformed by time into something wholly different. You haven't really seen a lot of demon lords. There's certainly a lot of gnolls around out here. Lots and lots of gnolls that seem to just be killing and eating and destroying, slaughtering, and like a wild slaughter party. Not really the kind of party you want to go to, but that certainly seems to be what they've been doing. As Kerr has told you that is indeed what they're doing, because the more they had a lot of hyenas they brought here. And when gnolls slaughter and then feed the dead they have slaughtered to the hyenas, they can use Yinoku's presence to turn them into new gnolls. And so they have been doing sort of a little bit of science, really, by feeding different things to these hyenas and like other living gnolls and stuff to make bigger and better gnolls that can do bigger and better things. You know, the more things that they can feed to hyenas and make crazy gnolls, the better. Minotaurs you haven't really encountered, but Chris told you that is because they stay within the maze, where some of them also used to be before Bahamut sort of, took over. Apparently, the demon lords have both descended into the maze and are looking for something there. Bit of a race, if you will. You have some fairly good understanding that it's probably the maze engine that the two demon lords are competing to find. Using their mortal servants to further their power by doing things they like.
Turns out we are mortal servants too. Better ones.
What?
Well, you're very good at slaughter and brutality. Demon lords love it.
Finding things.
Well, at least we have our trusty guide, Kerr.
Yes, Shadrach has also told you that you should keep looking for that tower. The wizard moves it about with him and never goes without it. He's very fond of it.
We'll keep an eye out.
Oh, you'll know it when you see it.
Okay.
Yeah. That's basically where we are. Cinder doesn't like it here. There's no treasure. This seems like a dumb mine.
Yeah.
Lots of gnolls, but he doesn't really care about gnolls much. I mean, they're bad guys, but not satisfying for him.
I'm sure we can find something else, like a nice behir or something.
Can murder. Now, as you continue moving towards the maze.
So finding a tower is nice and all, but how? Do we just wander at random? Do we stick to the left wall?
I think we're aiming for the maze, and
Maybe we need to find the gallery or the engine.
oh no, yeah, we were going for the gallery. Well, I'm confused. Which way were we going?
That is what the maze does. No one knows.
Ah!
Were we going?
Maze of amnesia.
Were we going for the maze or the gallery?
It's sort of both right now, I think. Right now you have Kerr showing you the way to the maze. The gallery is said to be in there, and so is this engine, really. So it seemed to be what people wanted.
And maybe the tower, so I guess...
That's the way it went.
Whatever we hit first, I mean, if
Yeah,
it's on the way.
yeah. I mean, it's a maze. We're gonna probably walk around it a whole bunch, so...
I mean, it said that the maze leads to the maze engine. It's at the bottom.
Good.
Just solve the maze and get to the end, right? It actually has,
Easy peasy.
No problem.
There are multiple entrances, though, so you can end up finding one of those.
2 demon lords and their infinite power can't do it. I'm sure we can.
Yeah, something you probably have noticed at this point while being down here is that the demon lords were indeed here, and they're really, really terrible beings of great power. Normally, though, they're also surrounded by a bunch of Baylors and other giant demon monsters. While here, they were summoned without all of their servants. Hence why so many of them have sort of retreated to gather up mortal servants around them. Demon lords are furious, they're arrogant, but even they desire to have, like, forces around them, because being overwhelmed is certainly not. I mean, that is a pitiful display, really. They want someone to lord and to rule and dominate. Hence, their sort of destruction of the world has not gone as fast as some might predict, given, I mean, they don't have the support. It seems that whatever happened, it's difficult for them to bring demons from the abyss. Whichever demons you've seen have always generally been summoned or called by like cultists or mortal servants of the demon lords. You have, of course, been given some idea that this is because of Lolth, that is doing something with webs and stuff in the abyss. But they certainly don't seem to have the support they have. So maybe, in one way, they are certainly terrible and powerful, but in another way, they're also more vulnerable than they would ever really be.
Oh, well, 2 down so far.
Yeah. No, I gotta look on the light side of Demon Lords being everywhere. I should push further. The tunnel you've been following, sort of as you go here for a couple of days of walking, I mean, it's hard to tell really how long it is, since you don't really get to sleep more than a couple hours at a time, and sort of do it fairly frequently. The time you spent like walking is pretty slow, and sort of when 2 of you are sleeping and the others are watching out, and a band of gnolls sort of rushes you and fights, it can also be a little hard to keep sleeping, though that gets easier as you get more and more sleep deprivated. As the cave sort of begins to widen a bit, you see, basically you get into a bigger chamber. Here it seems actually like there is a bit of growth. There's some like vines and stuff, some fungi on the walls that give a slight dim glow to the whole thing. Not the nice sort of purplish one you've sort of gotten used to. These ones seem to have more of a blood red glow to them. Nice and ominous. The ceiling also seems to not be the natural rock or sort of mined or uncared for rock. It seems to actually have been carved. What shows this first is a couple of big columns of sort of stone support pillars. It looks like a marbled rock. And inside of them, you can see what probably prompted the dwarves to begin mining this place in the first place. Glittering sort of veins of crystal crawling through them. As you move a little closer into this cave, you see that a lot of these pillars are covered in sigils, glyphs. Where the crystal sort of veins run through them, that is where the symbols are sort of surrounding. The crystal perhaps being not entirely natural. As you step in, you can see something you didn't notice at first. You know, it's hard when it's so dark. But around the bottom of each pillar are piles of severed head, about waist high. Just all sorts. It's hard to tell at this point, really, as they've sort of matted together and I mean, gnolls, just drow, slaves, older things, even like a lizard head sticking out from in there. A warning, perhaps, to those who might continue past this point?
You'd think that people really into slaughter would not put up warnings because they want people to wander into their affairs.
Kerr will tell Riordan, you know, he knows the guest can talk to him, but he can't really talk back.
Yeah.
So he's just sort of narrating stuff as a sort of
Riordan
yipping
passes through.
expositionist as he's been going, and he will inform Riordan that this is the work of the Minotaurs of the Maze.
Ah,
This
right.
is where their territory splits. All who enter here get their heads cut off.
Well, all except us, I hope.
As
Minotaurs all
as
have
another
powerful weapons.
voice, as something crawls out from under one of the piles of heads.
I swear to God, if it's a skull mephit.
Skull method.
No
I'm
man.
see,
waiting for the mephit.
A small thing, smaller than you might have expected at first. The heads sort of roll down and tumble, and it's sort of filled and covered in old, sort of blackened gore. Its body is filthy and sort of bent and covered in just a few scraps of clothes and some blood-crusted pieces of armor. It looks to you with one good eye, as the other one is sort of covered in scar tissue. You see another knoll.
Oh, jeez.
It sort of almost half crawls towards you. It actually speaks, hearing you perhaps exchange a few words in common. It can speak in a broken common. But hearing Kerr speak first, it starts out with abyssal,
Sure.
as it in a mewling voice. It's a powerful masters. As it begins to sort of sniffle. It is true. Not all who enter die. As it sort of sniffs the air a bit.
Riordan will just say, I assume you mean yourself, right?
Sort of. This is. Yes, masters. Yes. Gash knows the way.
He'll
Looks to the rest of you. Says, you honor us with your presence. You wish to find your way through the maze?
Riordan kind of shrugs and looks back to everyone and says, this guy says he can help us find our way. Not that I believe him, but he's not dead.
He's
Yet.
clearly found something.
You've been in the maze.
He certainly has more experience around these parts than we do.
Yes, let me see what he knows. Riordan addresses him and says, you've been in the maze then. You know how to get in there and how to find your way?
Yes, Gash knows the maze. Trust Gash. Gash can show you the way. Yes. He sort of
You
frozen
are-
on the ground.
You do know that if you show us to a way that leads to danger on purpose, you will be one of those that die in the maze, right?
Yeah. Much danger within, yes. Gash cannot show you way without it. There is no way.
Well, I suppose I'll have to keep an eye on you then. If you're going to show us the way, then be done with it and we'll follow you.
Yes, you trust Gash, yes?
Liam
Close to, like, sniffing.
snorts. Look
Which-
at
It
him.
has a very bad smell to it, this one.
Is he speaking common or abyssal?
At this point, he's switching to common, hearing you sort of speak between yourselves. Though it's a broken common,
Yeah.
heavily accented, if you will.
Trust is a strong word.
Liam looks him up and down.
But,
Frowns deeply.
As Liam's gaze at him, he recoils and throws himself on the ground. No, don't hurt Gash. Gash is nice, no. Gash is trustworthy.
Well,
Liam looks at him with a correct eyebrow. It's trustworthy. That is.
Well, Liam, let's imagine for a moment that you were in this Knoll's shoes. You're stuck in a maze full of danger, your companions probably died in some horrific slaughter, and now you see a chance to get out of here. I think I would act similarly, at least. Perhaps a bit more dignity.
Gash looks. Sorry. Liam looks back at Gash and says, he is not doing that though. He's offering to take us deeper into it.
Implying that if he does, he gets something in return, obviously.
What do you want in return?
Oh, Gash wants nothing but to serve. Oh, Gash was thrown out of the spiral by the Great Horned King. But Gash does not like him. No, Gash will help you. Please, masters.
Liam looks back. Yeah,
really
critical
distrust.
insight.
The creature seems in all ways pitiful and filthy. Sure. It also seems frightened, and if this sort of basically, it is the actions of a creature that's used to being beaten and cowed, and doesn't really know any other way.
Right.
it is looking for someone who can protect its sorry ass.
Are its wounds like? You said that it like smells from them. Is it all like obvious? I can see the bloody picture, but are they like all horribly infected and?
No, it doesn't
No?
look like he's dying. He just smells like terrible,
Yeah.
null gore smell.
Okay, all right. Normal Knoll smell then. Okay.
Yeah.
But worse.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. All right.
It's like it doesn't understand hygiene really in any fashion. Well, at least her
Which is funny because
takes
it's
his business
hygiene.
someplace else.
Ah.
Yeah,
But
beyond that, I mean, the null absolutely is not trustworthy. She would know. I mean, it will. If a demon lord told it to stab you in the face,
It
then
would,
it would
yeah.
do it. Like it would do whatever. It is a coward null. It's absolutely cowardly.
Well, I mean, what does Shadrach think about this? Does he have any opinions of himself, or is he just
screw
like
him.
a casual observer?
I mean, he watches the null, and he doesn't like. What does Riordan ask him?
No, I'm just gauging. I'm not asking about anything. I'm just gauging his general
Well,
reaction.
he's watching it. He has a slight frown. He doesn't think that Null would be a worthy servant of his master.
Right, right.
But I mean, there, any creature can be a slave, and his
Yeah.
master is wise enough to find a use for most things.
Well,
Though he perhaps does not share that talent. If the thing can show him way, I mean, he doesn't seem to be threatened by it. So what's the worst it could do?
Well, Gash, you said you were trustworthy. Perhaps you should just prove yourself first, and we'll see if we want to protect you.
Yes, trusty Gash is very trustworthy. Oh,
Well, lead the way then.
yes, Gash leads the way. Just sort of moves down and begins to move sort of halfway on all fours. Perhaps not. Perhaps this hyena transformed into Null was not very successful compared to.
Yeah.
he just shakes his head at this thing. Grips his sword a little tighter.
We've seen worse, Liam. Surely.
Prepares, but hardly more pitiful.
Would you prefer hostile over pitiful and potentially helpful?
He looks at it and says, "At least hostile. It's clear. They don't lie."
Oh, but life isn't white and black, Liam.
Looks over to Gesh.
It's not like we've had this discussion about 50 million times, right, you two?
That doesn't make it any less correct.
He nods and says, "I will not talk with you about this anymore, Gesh. This creature is pitiful. It will lead us to death and ruin. But since you all seem to trust it, fine."
Liam, I don't
Well-
trust it. I trust it to find us a way, and then if he does something, off with him.
I certainly prefer its guidance over wandering randomly.
Either way, we're going our way. I would prefer something that
Liam looks at the mad knoll, shakes his head, says, "I am not convinced that this will be any different than just random wandering."
Then it can't be worse either.
It can. We have a stinking knoll with us.
Two, actually, and that's very rude.
Looks over to Kerr, frowns.
He doesn't speak your language. He has no idea what you're
he
saying.
has no idea.
Cyril will say,
He's peaceful and contemplative.
Cyril will say that if I had a rest, I think I could prepare a spell that would, if it were to betray us, could potentially kill it.
I think Liam can do the same.
Liam nods, a bit
Yeah,
confident.
but this
Yes.
would do it if we were all asleep and it suddenly decided that it was going to stab us all in our deepest slumber.
Roland, in a casual motion, just flashes from under his black cloak a dagger.
Yeah, Liam hefts his sword a little bit. I think I can kill it quicker than a spell.
Well, the spell would do it the moment that it tries it. You might not even realize it's doing it.
I think Liam is the most high-strung person we have here, Cyrilla. I'm sure he'll know before it even thinks of
But
it.
whatever, I don't care. I think it's miserable
Rounds and
enough.
looks at Cyrilla. He says, "Oh, sure. I think about you having this slave of enslavement spell ready."
It's not ready, like I said. I'd have to prepare such a thing.
All things considered, considering our insurmountable quest of trying to defeat the demon lords intent on taking over the world, perhaps some optimism. Perhaps let's not assume that everyone who we meet who wants to help us also intends to backstab us.
The track record is not exactly stellar, but fine.
Either way, we're not picky. We have to do this quickly, so I'd rather have some help if not at all.
Liam snorts. We sure aren't. What happened to that mad druid, by the way, that ate livers?
Well, he's fine now.
He was
didn't
I believe he
Cured and
turned
here.
into a fish.
He was cured, and then he went back to
He's back in the caravan.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
went home.
He's fine.
I think, didn't
We have 3 different versions now. What happened to him?
No
I
one
remember,
remembers
I remember him turning into a fish.
Yeah, he
He
swam
went
away.
home. The end.
Hmm?
Yeah, he turned into fish, but he came back.
Yeah, he came back after.
Talked, and then you were like, "Yeah, you can with us," and he was like, "No, you will not. You'll eat us." And then people were like, "Well, what if we just take him to a settlement, and then he can go on his own back?" And then
And then we were
Yeah.
like, yeah, cool. And
then that's what happened.
All 3 things happened, just in different orders.
exactly.
Some people have different stop points of memory of
Of
what
caring. I
Yeah,
remembered
if-
the end point of him going home and my quest being completed.
happened.
Because
Yeah,
I
it
have
ended in good resolution, Liam. So I believe your point there
This
is
was a
a
TV
bit
show.
valid.
This discussion, we like cut to like fucking some like spit roasting of an elf by some top hat. It's like, oh man, remember those guys who almost killed all of us? Oh, delicious elf coming our way.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
let's
It's
get
true.
going.
Anyway, following Gash will take you further in.
I'm gonna be so confused at these names.
I mean, you can understand why he named them.
It's true. They're,
Of
they're the
course,
best
yeah.
duet to ever come to Out of the Abyss.
See, Gesh has a second H, so he's already higher.
Oh, it's true. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, number of H's is the best to determine. As you move through these caverns, so sort of Gash will take you further down, seemingly knowing at least where he's going. Keep sniffing and looking around till some point like, no further. Where do the mighty masters wish to go? Where should Gash take them?
I want to go to the gallery.
The center.
The center. Masters do not wish to go there, no. Terrible things, masters. Worse than the bulls.
What's there exactly? What do you know?
Yeah. Terrible things. Monsters.
Well, there's many monsters in the Underdark in general. Can you be more specific?
No. They cannot be seen, masters. Mighty masters, a Gash cannot see them. Raking claws from nothing.
That's inconvenient.
Invisible creatures. That's awkward.
Thankfully, I have seen invisibility as a spell.
I need to get a
So,
long
are
rest before I can get true
Can
seeing.
can we get around them, or do we have to?
Well, it's in the
They are
center.
in the center, masters. Gash can lead the way.
Does someone have invisibility purge?
No,
Does that
I
even
have see
exist in
invisibility.
Trust Gash.
Well.
I have dispel magic if it's magical, but I'm pretty sure it's a feature of whatever the creature
Yeah.
is. So probably not.
Probably.
Um,
Fairy fire though.
Do you know where any angels are?
He seems to sort of snarl, not knowing the word angel.
The gallery,
Some-
a gallery of
People with feathers, presumably.
Wise masters, and all-seeing masters.
It's not really an answer, no, is it?
No, it isn't.
Follow Gash.
All right.
Oh, alright.
Just sort of turn and begin hobbling.
He's
further.
gonna bring us to like some underground dodo or something. Is this what you want?
It's the last one.
This is my pet.
His name is Chuck. Because he clucks.
So he's taking you, hurling further down. Begin to feel a quake as you're traveling, sort of just a shaking. You can sort of feel earth and rock cracking and breaking as something readjusts itself. And as it does, you can feel an intense sort of heat wave come from ahead as the rocks are grinding on itself with such friction that it melts.
So that's the maze engine changing its maze to suit its design, presumably.
Here.
How do you know that?
Well, that's what we were told about it. That
Oh,
it
true.
changes constantly.
You can ignore this one. It's hard.
Because I was like, oh, Roland can make it so that we can always backtrack because he's a
Yeah,
human
then-
compass. And Malachi
yeah.
was like, nope, because
Because it might not be
changes.
there when you get back. Yeah.
Yeah, it changes. So I'm presuming that this is it's changing.
My campaign's very arguable.
Yeah, like it.
Hey, I'm.
You can backtrack, but it might end up being into a wall. So
Or somewhere different. Yeah.
Liam, you do more damage against objects, right?
Not that
Yeah,
much.
no, max damage against objects. Yes, that's true.
Just cut away through the dungeon.
You hear the crack, the breaking as you move forward, passing the molten stone.
I love this fire texture.
it is really cool
As,
looking.
as another sort of. I mean, it is intensely hot. It's basically like something sunk here, and now there's just a well of molten earth coming up from below, slowly beginning to sort of melt the rock around itself, as more sort of pushing from below. The rock slide, though, has clearly disturbed a lot of things, as two paths to the south, not really depicted here, because they're going to collapse, and as they do, the creatures that are in there come out to get you, so to speak.
Great.
Am I in combat?
Yeah.
Also, can people please? Also, can we please have the familiars down from the picture? For him?
All familiars.
They're important, at least for me.
Yes, this place is, as you might expect, dimly lit. So,
Roland's not, but that might be because Dawnbreak.
as the crack, I have to not target the familiars. If I target them, then all breaks. They can't have initiative. There we go. As these creatures are quick to come from the shattered paths, basically
Jesus.
leaping already charging
Yeah.
in with the mad roars. Something you haven't seen in a while, driven in front of a bunch of minotaurs.
Not like I can see them anyway, so whatever.
That's
You
definitely lit.
hear the thundering sound.
Is it?
Not a number.
Is the place kind of
It's dimly lit.
Or...
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
you
Okay.
can see the whole place, though it's just not bright light
That is.
because it's all glowy red.
Liam, kill it!
Hold on. They're inside a wall, aren't they?
No.
Do it!
This molten rock stuff is difficult terrain.
Okay.
This stuff is lava.
Oh.
Is it?
Oh, it's
to
full
know.
of lava, you say?
Yes, Gash. Yeah.
Maybe a bit of,
Yeah, just pick up the Umber Hulk and throw him in. Because
I didn't even see that Umber Hulk. I could just
yeah.
get rid of it for a bit if you guys need to deal with these first, or.
So you look at the Umber Hole. Tell him.
No.
No, I mean I'm just.
But you gotta decide if you can even see it at the beginning of your turn. If you
The,
can,
the Umber Hulk, the power is 30 feet range, so you can
Mhm.
look at it from where you are.
Oh, okay, good.
Do I know that though?
I mean, we have fought
not
them before.
reasonably.
Sure. Okay, I'll look at it for now.
I mean, a wall of fire is opaque, so
Yes.
at least it can't look at us.
Mm,
How long can you make the walls?
60 feet.
Oh, that'd
That's
be
pretty
really
fine.
cool if you could put it like that, and then
I
you
can,
box them
like-
in a corner, where they have to take the
They
fire
have to go
damage.
through it. Yeah, that's right. Let me just do some things here. That was not what I wanted to do.
You could also put like this almost. Like,
No,
get three of them. No,
no,
why not?
because that'll leave an open place for them to walk around.
I mean, they will walk through the fire anyway. If you
Yeah,
angle
they
it,
can walk through
you
it.
go like here, and this area can be too thin for them to walk through normally because they're big.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on how we put the wall.
Sure. Let me put it. Wait, no. Has it? No, actually, there's a thing here. When did I last use it? Has it been a day since I last used it? Yes,
It
it
has
would.
not been a long rest, but it has been 24 hours.
Then that's fine. Let's put it. Oh my god. I don't like this.
There is like a wall template, but it's real weird.
There you go.
This is why my turns take longer.
You can angle it a bit steeper if you want to
I
Why?
think that'll be fine.
force them to walk through it. You can.
Well, I mean, it's a 10. It's got like a 10-foot effect, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I think that one will be fine. Because they're so big that they're going to be within 10 feet of that, regardless.
Sure, I'll just do it this way then.
Because it's 15 to that line. They're 10 foot across, so that they physically couldn't get up against the wall
I can do this.
enough.
It's fine.
I mean, yeah, that would 100% get them.
Yeah.
Except for in this bit.
Well, let me pop the macro quickly so I to double check. Actually,
Look at those Minotaurs. They're just screaming all the time.
here we are. Okay. So the DC is 16 because it's on a board spell, so it freaks out. Damage 19. Okay. So each creature within its area must make a dexterity saving throw. Okay.
So that is a Minotaur and an Umber.
Yes. That's a fail and a fail. They take 19 damage each. Let's see. Yep. Okay. That is fine, and then we're just gonna back up a bit because. There we go.
Right. This Minotaur.
Yeah.
Well, he's got his back to the wall in an oven, so there's not really much for him to do except
Take. He takes.
move through.
24 damage.
Nice.
Then he will scrape the ground with his bull feet. I need to look.
I really hope we get a long rest after this, because I'm probably going to use most of my spells.
I don't
count
think
on
so.
I don't think we are, so
Neither
try
do I.
not to use that much if we can.
Oh, these are these are Minotaurs.
Sparingly.
I'm gonna use all my liar spells as much as I can before I waste my spell slots. Let's see. Levitate, wind wall, fly, invisibility, stone shape. That's
I've got some
I
other
can't-
2 spells.
they're too heavy to levitate. I think. 600
I think
pounds.
you can levitate a lot.
Ooh,
600
600 pounds?
pounds,
I don't know, because if they're...
That's like 200 and
Yeah, no,
270
no.
kg.
We'll
So
just
Nah, they'd be way heavier than that. They'd be
Yeah.
like 1,000 pounds.
compare to
No.
dodge.
Yeah,
Minotaur's not 1,000.
a horse is.
It's not a horse.
Minotaurs are as big as a horse, surely.
it's as big as it's a large creature. I'm pretty sure it's pretty heavy.
I would Google it, but I would see stat blocks, so
He's very heavy.
yeah, definitely over 210 kilos.
Also,
Ow,
a
ow.
horse, I think it's like... I don't know.
No, a
like
horse is
400 kilos?
A horse is about half a ton.
All right, I
As
mean,
we-
I see an opportunity there. So
We pulled
this rock here you said was difficult terrain.
Yes.
Okay, so that would be 10, 20, 30.
I'd be careful because maybe they can charge you into it, and they'd rather
They-
not you.
I hope they can't charge into
They're
the
minotaurs. They charge all the time.
Fair point. I don't. Yeah, am I too close? All right, let's go here.
Sorry for
Just-
scaring
I
you. I
just-
just don't want you to fall into lava because you will probably die. So
Let's see what lava does to people, shall we? Although they, oh no, I can't do that because they're probably super strong.
Yeah, they're
I
pretty
mean,
strong.
Is your hex constant? Yeah, it is concentration. God damn
It
it.
is.
Is telekinesis concentration?
It's too fun not to try.
You might as well just give it a go.
I mean, they could roll
Yeah.
back.
Just not the
Yes.
dodging ones.
We'll cast telekinesis, which I'll click hold monster instead, but it's telekinesis, and we'll then attempt to throw this guy 30 feet that way,
All right.
which will require an opposed strength check.
30 feet would be inside the lava, it seems.
Yeah,
That's the idea.
Opposed strength check.
yeah. He rolls his strength. I roll my charisma.
I mean, you've probably got better charisma. Oh, yes. Fuck you, Minotaur.
There's no limit to the size of things you can do telekinesis with.
Huge or smaller?
Well, he certainly is smaller than huge.
I mean, I'll remind you in the past, I believe this spell ended up being used with Jubilex.
I'm gonna stop jubilant.
Guess
Huge
used
or
it.
smaller and up to 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Something has entered magma or lava.
It's
Oh no!
dead.
Oh, God.
Oh god. Oh no, lava. I love
Oh
that.
my, 12d6. Jesus.
Oh!
Well, that was reasonably effective.
Yeah.
I'm gonna presume that on like the start of its turn, it takes damage.
No, I think it's if it enters. Oh really? Oh wow.
Yeah. Well,
Lava
it's
is
in
terrifying.
lava.
Turns out you're in lava.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you throw it in there, it begins to roar and scream in pain as it
Yes.
hoops. I mean, presuming you you also may get stuck there, don't you?
Yep, it's
Hold it in
restrained.
place. Restrained. Oh.
It just lights up in fire. You can hear the horrible sounds and smell like the cooked beef.
This is great.
Oh.
Meat's back on the menu,
It
boys.
smells so
Yeah.
good, so wrong.
That was
crispy.
despicable.
You're wasting it too.
The bread.
And
Just a-
Finger Muncher will assist Liam against this dude here.
Cirilla.
I'm actually a bit of a loss. Well, Liam's now being set up for at least the Minotaurs on the left, so maybe I should go on the right and tank a bit.
Good.
Or I can definitely do tanking. Alright, let me remind myself of that spell that I'm thinking of. That's not bad. Or would you guys like some haste? Or not haste, bless even.
Well, this would be nice.
I mean, bless is always appreciated.
I think
Yeah.
bless would be good. Yeah, let's do bless.
This is pretty decent.
Sheep, you're not gonna get into any trouble, are you?
I mean,
Well,
I
he's
believe
behind
Bless
everyone.
will help with my telekinesis rolls.
It helps with most things.
It helps with all rolls. Really.
Yeah, but I don't want to use the third level
No,
slot.
it's attack roll or saving throw. It doesn't do anything for me.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, saving throw is concentration, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't do as much for me.
Okay. Alright, I'll just do 2. Level 2. So everybody but Gesh. Be blessed.
Blessed.
State.
And then I'm going to come
Being blessed.
over here. And look threatening. Grr.
Sure.
What is this state under?
I could just put it
It's
on
in
here.
the
tell
other
you what.
states.
It's like that little thing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, in the campaign one, in like section 3, it's the first one.
It's like, bless you. Yeah. Rolling.
And I have the macro.
So let me take a look around.
How do I make that bigger sheep?
Font size.
Minotaur is set up for you on the left there.
What was that?
The Minotaur on the left is set up for you. And Finger Munch is helping.
Well, he's aiding you, Liam.
No, he changed his mind.
Oh.
Typed it out up there, but no one saw, except me.
Okay. Going to get shot. I'll head over here then. Dawnbringer in hand. With the tiniest text in the world in Rogi, and I will try to strike at the Minotaur.
Sure. You're at a normal attack roll?
Yes. Which add D4.
That's a hit.
We don't have our actual people with us right now, if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
So in which case, that's...
Where do you sneak attack from?
Actually, that's true. Right now. I don't have an ally here, and I'm set to normal roll.
Oh.
So
Finger muncher.
Finger Munch is still helping
Yeah,
you.
but
Yeah.
it doesn't have advantage because he's dodging.
Yeah.
What?
It cancels it out.
yeah, the advantage from Finger Man just counts out with a disadvantage from the Minotaur, and there's no allies, so that's true.
Yeah.
I don't get sneak attack right now.
But that's still 12 damage.
So
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. So assuming 17 hits.
It does. Alright.
Alright, we'll see.
How big is 4?
Liam.
What?
Where to go indeed?
Oh god!
I don't think you need to do way bigger though, Sheep. Just saying.
I'll
That's
stop
fine.
you.
It's good for the stream, but not for.
Do I need to put it in like I can't have the like bold and underline. Can
Well, how about we
You
don't
can.
do it during combat?
Yeah,
No.
it's true. Let's do it out of combat.
It's generally as bad. Well, Liam will stab at this Minotaur, I guess. It's the one in range. He can hit with some effort. Wow! Is another d4 on that. 13. That'll be a 16 to hit, so that's 2 hits, I believe. For 29 plus 27, so 49, 56 damage.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of damage.
Power attack. Does wonders.
How much negative on the attack roll does that give you?
It's minus 5, but plus 10 damage.
Yeah, and with a d4 it's...
With the d4, it's completely offset, or can potentially offset it quite a bit,
Yeah.
so there's no reason not to.
Yep.
Well, almost killed him. Bit annoying, but yeah. At least
The
he's stuck in the
fire-
fire.
The fire. Well, he's inside the flame.
Yeah.
Or the firewall, and it does say the first time a creature enters it on its turn, so I don't know how that rules.
He
Then
wouldn't
did it
enter
on his
it on his
turn.
turn, he would be leaving it.
No, what did conjured up on him?
Yeah, so
He
he's
took
in
the
it.
Yeah, but
damage.
he'd be leaving
Which
it.
means he
Yeah, it
can't
wouldn't be
be
entering. Yeah, that that's fine.
Mm,
That makes sense to
He
me.
has already taken the damage from it.
Yeah.
Has he?
Yeah, yeah, when it came up.
Oh, okay.
When it came
yeah,
up,
When it was
yeah.
conjured, he took the
Then
damage.
no, he wouldn't take second damage.
The Umber Hulk, though, would, because he has to pass through it.
Yes.
So
But as he's already in it,
he's physically in it, so yeah, it doesn't. He's leaving it, not entering it.
yeah.
You good, Liam?
Next will help out
You
Liam.
will indeed not be in the fire,
It's fine.
but you will certainly great axe or try to great axe at Liam here. The big sort of primitive made axe from obsidian. He swings it at him.
Oh,
Fumble.
Aha!
It is hard to when you're bleeding and burning.
yeah.
Can't blame him really.
Armor Hulk, you can't see what's going on there. So let's do this. Until you hear another cracking, breaking as it burrows out of the ground.
Ah.
Here.
Well,
Being dug its way in a quick collapsing tunnel
shit.
through rock. As it then begins looking around. To hurt. So we'll just gotta make sure that go here to attack Cirilla. He'll sort of, as he moves before attacking, put down his horns to try to gore her.
Nope.
Missing. He does continue to come. This one over here. We'll do a repeat performance, really. To gore at her.
That definitely hits.
Riordan will try and prevent that from happening. He gets his turn next, he might as well try.
Yep. 5.
9.
Yep.
Yeah. There you go.
17 hit points
Good.
you just saved.
Do you look towards the Umber Hulk?
I might be able to do something about it, honestly.
Well, I could wall of force it, but I'd have to look at it to do that.
The wall of force is not opaque, I think.
No.
And it would
I don't
just dig out again.
That turret.
Yeah. Well, no, I can make a sphere
Yeah,
of
you
force.
Yeah.
Which the problem, it would be like right in the middle, causing us problems with vision.
Yeah,
That
but it's not going to be attacking us. But
I mean,
that's
you could in case it's not the bad choice.
It's the not
We'll just-
opaqueness that causes problems.
We'll just have to not look at it.
Yeah.
I suppose.
This is why we need like a paint with this. We can like paint bomb it so you can't look out.
Well, this. Yeah, I was thinking. I don't know how its like look thing works because
I could charm it. No, that's not going to work.
I could blind it, but I don't know if that
Basically,
actually affects it.
if you're within 30 feet starting your turn,
You have to
and
decide
you can
whether.
see it,
Yeah.
it can force you to make a save.
Does it have?
You can turn away your eyes. Is like you close them.
Mhm.
So effectively, like otherwise, like you can't. It's a stupid rule because 5e tried to make this easier to do, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't say you can avert your eyes like from it. You can not look at it,
Look
which means like turn around or something.
Yeah.
Or face somewhere else.
Again, generally you don't have vision cones ever in D&D,
Yeah.
but
So you-
weirdly with these things you do. So
Yeah, it's
specifically, Riordan would have to look like this way or something to not have it force him to make a
Yeah.
a
I
roll.
say with that. What was the
So
save
if-
throw?
To be honest, they probably should just get rid of the just be like close your eyes or don't.
Yeah.
The vision
Yeah.
cones are dumb for this.
Make it clear because otherwise it's really weird.
What happens when you blind an Umber Hulk? Like, does
Nothing.
that change?
Nothing.
Is it just that we can't look at it?
It that you can see it.
Ugh, that's shitty. Alright.
I don't
If you
have
blind
a-
yourself, you're good.
So there's literally nothing that you can do other
That
than not
helps.
look at it.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you can blind yourself or make your save for that matter.
It's so shitty. I hate that.
Um.
But you got a D4 to all saves, so
Or leave its area. You can do that too.
I could leave its area actually, but that would put me closer to. Well, actually, how far can I go? I could do that. Yeah, I could walk. Oh right, Fargus gives me 30 feet of movement. I
Yep.
forgot. I can't see. I need to double check
You'll
things.
need
Okay.
one more. Yeah.
Okay. And now I can look at
Yeah,
it, right?
now you can.
Okay. Oh, so many people in the way. I can't blow up things. I was thinking of doing a synaptic static maybe, because it would give a penalty to basically like a bane kind of effect. But now I can't use it without hitting everyone. I think, unless I can. Let me check the range. 20-foot radius here. So if I put it like
20 foot, you can put it like over here to get them.
yeah, I can put it here. If I did this, that should be fine. Yeah, let me cast synaptic static. So let me get rid of. So basically, it is an intelligence save. They take 30 damage on a fail, half on a success, and if it fails, for 1 minute, it subtracts a d6 from its attacks and ability checks. All right. I think that was useful enough.
What to put on
I
it for
don't think they're
that?
particularly smart.
We'll give him like a
No.
being.
All right. Get rid of that. So 30 damage up to all of them.
But like a Mega Bane is pretty good.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
That went better
Bane.
than I thought it would. So yeah.
Rolls and dies. The mind explosion. Alright.
Yep.
This one over here. There's no longer dodging. And will be reckless. Meaning it has advantage on its attacks.
Oh no.
Swings against Roland.
23.
23.
That hits.
23 you said.
More
Ah,
like
shield.
11.
Well, you see, that
Minus a
23
d6.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
minus
yeah,
a
Oh, d6, yeah.
Might not
minus
need to pop
D6.
anything.
for 20.
You do.
I could poke it.
It's up to you. You can poke it or I can shield it.
Shield it.
I'll
honestly.
shield it because you could get attacked by other things just in
Yeah.
case. Actually, no, because that's a waste of a spell slot.
Well, you've
Also,
got an
shield only
entire
works
round.
against the triggering attack, by the way.
Isn't that a
What?
triggering attack?
It's shield doesn't last for the entire turn. It only lasts against the triggering attack.
What? Really?
Yeah.
No, it says until the start of your next turn, you have +5 bonus to AC. This includes the triggering attack. It's not exclusive.
Yeah. Until the start of your next turn, you have +5 bonus to AC, including.
This
Oh,
includes
yeah,
the triggering
Sorry.
attack.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Included. Yes. you're right.
Otherwise, the spell would
Stop
be.
nerfing my
What?
It would
spells.
suck. Yeah.
Jeez.
I misread it the other day. I'm sorry. You're right.
I'll
I would.
just use
I would.
this.
I would shield it because you've got so many other attacks that you might need to cunning with.
Oh, true. I don't know if it has any more, but yeah, just shield it anyway. We'll see.
You've got all of the other enemies to deal with still.
So it misses.
Alright.
And his reckless attack is deflected by barrier.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, not much you can do about that. Yeah, well, don't worry.
It's like, oh,
This one, well, he
Is
Yeah.
it lava?
starts his turn in lava.
oh no! Oh my god! How much damage is that?
It's
12d6.
Yeah. That's it's ruthless.
Guess you are
Guess
max
you-
DPS right now.
You can do the unbulk. Oh, that's 30, isn't it? It's
It's
just
funny, I
outside.
can't put it in the lava,
Oh,
but I can
dude,
put it behind the
so-
wall.
You can put it behind the wall.
Bring his head down to do a reckless goring attack.
Oh, this is definitely gonna hit me.
Yep.
22.
15. I mean, if I get a 10, but no. 14 damage.
You'd need an 8.
I need an 8. That's not gonna happen.
That's
I'll.
fine.
Sure.
I can heal 14.
I'll take that damage. Well, that's what happens next. I'm assuming. 'Cause
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
take 11 extra damage.
I fucking knew it. Alright, 25.
Gores into you. And it also knocks you
And-
backwards.
Oh shit.
Okay. How far?
fire's
Well,
gone.
wait. Is Do I not get a save, or do I just get knocked backwards?
You do actually a strength save.
Strength save. Okay. Well.
Not known as your best save.
However, I am a bard, so I can add.
And
that's
you
the
get a
checks, not
D4
saves.
I mean, you get the D4 regardless. So
because
Yeah.
you're blessed.
Strength save, bonus D4. How's that lucky? Yeah, I'm
It's
gonna
a failure.
use lucky on that. I don't want to get knocked back because that's.
I don't think that actually adds the
yeah,
D4.
you know, as
No, you
well,
actually
then
have to.
I don't think that will make a difference.
I won't make. A
Well,
difference.
no, but when you do this reroll, it might.
Oh, just okay. No, let me lucky this.
Well,
just
I
to
meant
see.
the lucky you get to roll the D4, so
Oh, sure.
because it's on all saving throws.
I have one left, so 17 plus.
Yes. 17 makes.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
You're not thrown backwards.
Man, that's half my health in one go.
Gosh.
It's not nice.
It's Umber Hulk in my face.
Yes. Do you close your eyes?
Would that be blinding myself or looking away?
Imagine you have a vision cone from your corners, like so. You
Okay.
can also look this way. Or like,
yeah.
well, I guess that's currently the only way you can look, but you can probably move away from it, right?
Yeah, you can look here. Wait, I can't.
Well, you
You can
could
probably
look
look
like-
at this.
Basically.
Well, actually, you have to decide on the beginning of your turn if you're looking at it.
Yeah, I mean, it could look like that
So-
way. Or-
So is Gesh looking in its direction?
No, Gash will look like
Okay,
that way.
he has his back turned to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good idea at this point.
yeah.
Gash would like to throw this Minotaur in the lava.
Over my head. Ah!
Yeah.
I like that.
Right.
Like, it's just Gord Riordan, and now,
12,
They're pretty
24.
good strength saves, but not good enough for that.
yeah. And now, like, Gesh just, like, force throws it into the lava.
Ah! Oh
He
no!
grabs Riordan with his mouth.
No, it's not allowed to. I made that save. You can't do this to me.
Wanted to do this to him, and now look at it. Oh, Greek play. Hubris. Begins to light up in flames as well.
It's irony.
Guess just throwing people into an incinerator.
And Finger Muncher will help rolling.
Cirilla.
I've got a slight Minotaur problem.
Seems like it, yeah.
But
You are mobile though.
I am mobile, but it only. I don't. Hang on.
Yeah, a minor.
If I make a melee attack, it's only against that creature.
Oh.
So what I can do, is first declare that I'm not looking at the Umber Hulk.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to attack this bottom Minotaur. Miss horribly. And then I'm just going to mosey
Run
on
around the other one.
around
Yeah, yeah,
this
yeah.
one.
Okay.
Sure.
Because I'm mobile. Not giving two fucks about it. And then, you know,
Do you have a bonus that you can use?
sorry?
You could. Do you have a bonus action? that you
I
can
do, yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I was thinking of healing you, honestly, but I think you're pretty much in the clear right now.
Well, I
As
wouldn't
that
say in
Umber
the
Hulk
clear,
comes
but
for you.
I'm safe-ish.
The Umber
Uh,
Hulk could come for you, though.
Yeah, I could, but you know, I'm used to going down. It's fine.
You know what? If you go down, I'll bring you back up.
Sure.
So I'll say,
That's a better use of your healing word than just healing me now. So.
yeah. I mean, I could heal you now, but I could then heal you later with preserve life and save the spell
Yeah,
slot.
yeah.
So
Better to heal me when it actually brings me up, because I might die anyway, even if you heal me with the healing
exactly.
word.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna leave it as it is, and my bonus action will go to the charity.
Hold on. Do you look at the Umber Hulk?
Currently, I'm fighting a Minotaur, so no.
Okay.
The
Probably was a
Umberhulk
bad
just
idea
wants
to go in the
fight.
center because now we're all looking at elsewhere at the Minotaurs. But
So I'm going to do stabby stab on Minotaur with advantage.
yes. Oh,
So that's a 12 or a 12 with a D4.
D4.
16.
Yeah,
Yes.
16.
Hit.
Nice.
I'm trying to be
Nice.
16. Yep. In which case that will go ahead and be 22 points of radiant damage.
Wow. Oh.
It's dead.
And then I'll proceed to move 15 feet.
Right. Liam.
Well, he will not look at the Overhulk. And then he will insert himself over here. Let's see if we can save Lady Cyrilla.
I don't need no saving. I just
Oh, I
need
don't
you to
know.
kill the Minotaurs.
Yeah. Which will save you, incidentally.
Nah, I'll be fine. I could kill them. It would just take me an exorbitantly long time.
Attack the one
You think
next
we should stay?
to Cyrilla. Is a 15 a hit?
Yes.
Then 26 plus 22, 46, 48 damage to Minotaur number 3.
Ow.
Liam will action surge. And he will go again.
Wow.
30 damage, kill the
Damn.
Minotaur 3.
Yes.
Alright, then the Minotaur number 6 takes 25 damage.
Oh, you gotta cleave.
And then I will cleave. Ignore the second attack. For another 29 damage on Minotaur 6.
Just cleaving through them. Oh my
Yep.
gosh.
There we go. Liam is done.
Right. Umberhulk, its handlers are dying. It'll just do what it does. Just go for whatever easy target it can find.
You will have disadvantage. I hope.
Alright.
You shall
Do I
have
still have
disadvantage.
bonus left?
As it moves over and raises its claws. Disadvantage. Well,
At
15.
least it's not a crit.
Still hits.
Oh,
Still
but
hits.
you could like, you could probably like, what's the words and stop it because you only need like
20
3.
words. Yeah, but I'm afraid he's gonna do a higher damage thing.
Maybe.
I'll just check the damage.
11 isn't bad because, you know.
Oh no!
Oh,
I
wait.
dropped the
Wait,
Minotaur into the
actually-
lava.
he still has -6, so that's actually only a
Oh.
9.
Oh, yeah.
That would miss then.
Reconcentrate.
That's just that lasts forever, right?
It lasts
1
a
minute.
while.
1
Yeah, he has
minute.
to do intelligence save before.
It saved to.
At the end of Stadi's turn.
Let me double check for
And-
you.
Saves are at the end of the turn usually.
Let's see.
Mhm.
Yeah, at
so
the end of
that's
your turn.
18 and 17.
Yeah, that whole hits. I'll heal 2 because that attacked less. So now